Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how's it going, man?
Everything's going well, just chilling. How you doing?
Doing well. It's the first of the month and finally able to get some money back in the pocket and food in the house.
There you go.
It's always nice right before the weekend.
It's always good to have more money come in. Absolutely.
And then
Food is good.
Then you get the slap in the face called life and bills.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we live for, to pay bills.
Yeah, especially with all the freaking tax hikes down here in Jersey, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't file right now, so I don't have to worry about any of that shit.
You're lucky.
No, none of my income right now is considered taxable income. So
Good for
no,
you.
I'm not lucky. I have to be injured to get it.
Well, I
Ain't
meant
luck.
you don't have to pay the taxes.
I'm also not making the money I was making. I'd
Well,
love to pay it.
that's true too.
No, I mean, I love to work, bro. This whole sitting home shit, that's not for me.
I hear you, man. You know, you got to be a special kind of person to have to deal with it.
Yeah, no, I can't do this, bro.
Like with the what are those pictures called you've been doing?
Oh, like the 5D diamond painting things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been, that's been stuff that'll take up my time. I actually got the first one as like a sample, like you just pay the shipping.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. And this one I got, which I thought was going to be small. Oh, man, it's like 4 times the size of the other one. Like, I put so much work into this, I don't feel like I've gotten anything done. Like, what the fuck? But it's a good feeling, though, like, to see, like, a lot of progress done, to see a whole section is completed.
Yeah, I know what you
Like,
mean. Like it keeps you motivated.
yeah, and, it's just, with everything that's going on that's not in my control, and how everything is fucking crazy, it gives me a sense of being able to put something in chaos in control, and in its own little funny way, it helps.
And and you'll understand when I say this. It kind of keeps you busy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was cool for the first, like, 6 months being home, getting paid to play video games, smoke blunts, talk to friends. And then it's, like, going
Now
on
what?
3 years now. And it's, like,
Now what?
yeah, it's, like, 3 years and it doesn't seem to be, like, an end in sight. And it's, like, all right. And it was fun when I knew I was going back to work. And it was just, like, I could just chill and enjoy this while I'm here. But, then it very quickly got, like, well, what if this is my life?
Like it turned into Groundhog Day.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, yeah, it's like Groundhog Day.
That's how I feel a lot of days.
Yeah.
Because I joke with people. They'll be like, if they see me out, like if I go to the bank or something, they're like, well, you look really happy. I was like, yeah, I'm just happy to like be out of the house and like around people.
Yeah.
Because some days, it's pretty bad some days. But anyway, before we get rolling for tonight, don't forget to check out our social media stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at ASC Pods. You can find our entire catalog on B Plus Player Radio. Find them on Twitter at B Plus Radio. Check out their sponsors. Audible, you can get a 30-day free trial, listen to audiobooks, comedy stuff, whatever you like. Go to audibletrial.com/B+players. And don't forget to check out our sponsors over at Too Sweet Magazine. Find them on Twitter at 2TOO Sweet Mag. Now, you and me were just talking, dude. There was a lot of shit that happened this week.
Yeah, this was, it was a really big week. And I think they actually did okay with it. It's the first Raw in a long time that open to close. I mean, like, there was some stuff in the middle that really...
Meh.
Yeah, it was meh. But, I mean, it was bookended by really good segments. So
I agree with that, and it was cool to see Roman back.
it really was. And yeah, it's been a long time since he'd been on television. October, like mid-October, I think was the last time. And he looked great. Now I did hear that some people online were like, "Oh, this has to be a work." He didn't lose any of his hair. I want to make one thing abundantly clear to people: the kind of leukemia he had, the blood cancer he had, um, like it doesn't get treated with chemo. You don't go for the injections. Therefore, hair loss isn't a side effect
I was
of
going to say,
the.
I can say this because I had stage 3 lung cancer. I had chemo. It all depends on what, where it's at and how bad it is.
Yeah, whatever he had, apparently it's a specific kind of pill he had to take every day. It was some kind of specific, because somebody made a comment like on one of these things. Basically,
Oh, I
it's
saw it.
no, I'm talking about a response,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and the person basically said like, look how healthy he looks, and his hair's all good. He has to be faking, right? Actually, not really. And then he went into his struggle with something. He said he had a very similar kind of blood cancer as Roman, and explained what pill he took, why he would take it, and that none of the side effects to that pill um,
Occurred.
were hair loss. And then he explained how the pill worked, like what it would do, and what becomes like what's defined as undetectable in the blood. And he said, if the only thing you're gonna go by is how he looks, then you don't know the first thing about cancer.
Well, and it's almost like you're generalizing it. You know what I mean? Like, well, he looks normal. You're supposed to look a different way. You know what I mean?
Well, I just think it's people not realizing what the fuck they're talking about. Not
Well,
all leukemia is treated with, chemo, and it's just like this is what
absolutely.
happens when know-it-all wannabes, like, now you're talking about fucking medical stuff, so you know better than doctors. So there's doctors in on this work too.
Well,
I mean,
and the
it's
other thing too, Roman is a premier athlete. You know what I mean? He's not the
yes,
average Joe.
yeah, his body's going to be in better shape for something like that. One would think. But yes, that was actually one of the things that the guy who wrote that post put. He goes, I'm no Olympic athlete, and I beat it. He's like, I can understand like that a world class athlete like Roman.
Could bounce back quicker than a normal 9 to 5 guy.
Yeah, somebody who was already living a extremely healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave perspective as somebody, from somebody who actually went through something similar and had the proof to back it up in the form of specific medicines and how they worked. Whether or not the person who wrote it actually had that cancer, the information he provided was medically accurate.
Yeah.
So it only becomes, I mean, it almost becomes irrelevant whether or not the guy who posted it actually did have cancer. But I don't know who's calling. I think only a handful of people are calling that into question. But yeah, for the most part, welcome back, Roman.
Absolutely. Do you think he'll get a match at Mania?
I do. I think it. I somehow think it's going to be him and Dean versus like McIntyre, Corbin, and Lashley, some kind of like two on three.
I was gonna say that, or they were gonna put Braun and make it a 6-man,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
like a schmoz as they call it.
and yeah, imagine Dean doesn't leave now.
I mean, see, there was a lot. It's interesting you mentioned that. There was a lot of rumors fueled that he wasn't going to leave because WWE had him on the cards for the overseas tour in Mania after Mania,
Yeah.
and then within like 12 hours they took him off.
Yeah, because I saw What Culture on my Facebook timeline. I saw one from earlier in the day. It's a Dean Ambrose still advertised, XYZ. And then it said, Dean Ambrose no longer advertised.
Like it was literally less than 24 hours they changed it.
It was the same day. It was the same day. It was a couple
Yeah.
hours later.
Because people, I remember people were like freaking out. Oh my God! See, he's not leaving, and I was like, you need to read the fine print on like a live show. Card subject to change.
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, it's apparently Roman's been added to a bunch of them, and apparently Rousey is off of a bunch of almost all of them after Mania, or actually all of them after Mania.
Yeah, well, she was doing herself no favors with the shit she was saying on Twitter.
Apparently, people think that this is Heyman.
Huh?
That this is Heyman working with her on this.
For those that aren't familiar with what we're talking about, that don't have Twitter, because I know there's, quite a few that don't out there. Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch basically got in a verbal tussle online.
Yeah, to say the least.
Like literally, with Ronda literally calling Becky by her full real name.
Yeah, I found that to be kind of interesting.
I liked that it was a little edgy and felt personal.
Oh, it definitely felt edgy and personal.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Tyler Breeze did? Tyler Breeze is like, oh, we can say whatever we want on Twitter now. Hashtag shit. Hashtag cool.
That's funny. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I cracked up, and then like one of the Armstrongs is like, well, some people can.
That's funny.
And Howard said, he goes, I don't think you're one of those people.
Yeah, that seems fair. I think you're going to get in trouble, Tyler Breeze, as opposed to Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Just a hunch.
Yeah, just slightly, yeah.
But I figured they would pull Ronda off the European dates because the big rumor was that she was taking time off after Mania.
Yes. Yes. She apparently wants to start a family, so good on her.
Hey, I'm not going to begrudge anyone that.
Yeah, no, me neither. I would never.
She's put in her time doing, MMA training and now doing this. Let her live life a little.
Yeah, no, I firmly agree with that.
I will say this: WWE. I don't know if I would say shocked me, but they surprised me this week.
With what?
I wasn't expecting to see Bautista.
Oh, see, I actually really enjoyed that. Like, I had heard.
No, I liked it. I just meant that was wow. You got me.
Huh, I'm glad. I kind of I figured that's what they were saving it for, was for the end, but.
Well, when I looked at the time and Flair hadn't come out yet, I said something's up, or they're gonna do a really quick deal with Rick.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, real quick, did you see the video when Sting comes out and Seth try to high five him or whatever, and Sting completely ignore him?
I think people are
making more of that than it needs to be.
Yeah, I really do.
It was just funny.
Yeah, I definitely chuckle, but Sting in interviews has come out and said that it was his fault that he took the move wrong.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So I mean, it's that's why I don't, unless I hear it from somebody and I've heard the complete opposite. It's to me, that's not funny because somebody really got hurt. Like his career ended because of that.
Oh no, not at all.
So I saw that once and I was like, it's kind of in bad taste. But then again, I'm a curmudgeon, so I know this.
At least you admit it.
Oh, I know I am. I'm. I've learned that.
Yeah, here's an interesting thought for you. Lance said in our chat, he said no one saw Flair get attacked. So I wonder if it was all fake and that Flair will be in Batista's corner.
Well, Flair can't get cleared to get attacked. Flair's not in the best health. I mean, he's not in bad health, but
he's 70.
Yeah, and he's 70, and he's Ric Flair 70. The guy was in the hospital not that long ago. And
what was it? I'll say what,
die.
6 to 9 months.
I would say about a year ago, and we thought he was going to die. So I mean, like, he got dragged out. That they can do.
That was kind of weird.
But I get what Lance is talking about, but I think that's just more of a product of Ric Flair's limitations than
It'd be
WWE
cool to see,
being smart. Yeah, do you know that this is the first time that they're doing a thing where it's going to be Batista's the heel and Triple H is the babyface? Because there's no way Batista's going to be a babyface.
Yeah, I like Batista as a heel.
So do I.
And that reminds me, I don't know if you saw this, you speak of poor health. Did you hear about Howard Finkel?
Yep. The reality is like, soon enough, 3 of Legends House are going to be dead.
And that's sad. Because I really like that show.
Yeah, I mean, it's also reality when you're talking about people who live the kind of life, the fast and hard life.
I was about to say fast and loose like they did in the 80s.
Yeah, so, I mean, I want to make sure that people realize I'm not being judgmental. It's just...
No, it's just, it sucks anytime you hear about somebody having a stroke, man.
Yes.
Because, Luke Perry just had one.
Luke Perry just had a stroke?
The dude from 90210.
Really?
Because I'm pretty sure it was Luke Perry.
Because I know Luke Perry's been in the news. Oh, wow. Because I know his son just signed, his son is the
Yes, it is him then. Yeah, because it's Jungle Boy's dad.
Yes.
Because my mom had the news on this morning, and they were talking about it. Apparently, he's not doing very well.
Wow, so this is really recent.
I'll say within the last few days.
Oh shit! Okay.
Which is nuts, because I was just either that or it's just we're getting older. Because like I remember him from my childhood when the original 902 first came on.
Yeah, but he wasn't that old, bro. I mean, I don't think there's that much of an age difference.
Let me look. I'm about to fire up the Google.
I don't even think that he may just be 50.
He is...
At 50 would be... Okay, I was going to say... 50 would be surprising-ish. But yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, but it's like, wow, Let's see what else has been going on, because there was a lot of stuff. Oh, what we were talking about with Batista and stuff. I'm surprised they got him to do another a match.
Oh, it's the other way around. He's been the one that's really wanted to do another match for a long time. He's
okay.
Yeah, no, it's...
I stand corrected then.
Yeah, like before SmackDown 1000, he was the one saying, yeah, no, I want to go. They haven't called me yet.
Interesting.
No, he's been very adamant about that.
But no, I like it when he's a jerk. Like, he pulls it off well.
Yeah, and I think that now the fact that he's gone to Hollywood, he's literally made himself like a very big star. I think he's going to have a lot more say in what happens in that story now with Hunter.
Yeah, because he's a big Marvel guy.
Yeah.
Because I know he was really upset when they got rid of the dude that directed the new Guardians movie, but I think that calmed down now.
Oh, he's still fired. I mean, like, the guy posted, the guy had
Oh,
posted
I
some
know.
pretty
What he
bad
did
shit
was
in the
wrong.
past.
There's no other way to slice it.
I mean, it's people have like now there may not even be a third Guardians movie made.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that. My
I mean,
boy will
so
be upset about not a third movie if that
I mean,
doesn't happen.
there's more than enough fucking Marvel movies.
Oh, I know, I know.
He'll get over it.
He's been driving me nuts because Captain Marvel comes out. I think it's next week.
Well,
I
tell him when he
think.
does good in his math and science, he can go see it.
Exactly.
Give him incentive.
Absolutely, dude. All right, let's see what else we got going on because I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, did you hear about this with Tommaso Ciampa?
That he's hurt?
And he's basically, I want to make, he was either pulled off the road.
Yes.
Yeah, he was pulled off the road.
Yeah, they were actually supposed to do a bunch. They were supposed to. They had to change Raw and SmackDown, I think.
Yeah, because they were going to have a tag match with him and Gargano on Raw.
Yeah, at SmackDown, Gargano was going to be in his corner. I mean, Ciampa was going to be in his corner, and he was going to take on Sheamus.
Yeah, it's his neck.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's been bothering him for a while.
Yeah, and it leads me to think that they've been setting this up for Gargano to take the title off of him at Mania.
Yeah.
Because they said that the plan is for him to work through and then get it fixed after TakeOver. Which leads me to think that there's no way, if he's having neck surgery, they're going to keep the title on him, so...
Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad because it's like he's finally getting that, that big kind of push.
Yeah.
That just sucks. And the irony is, I remember last week where we thought he fucked up his knee really bad and come to find out it's his neck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and he's had it for a while, which means he had it before that match, too.
Well, like they always say, it ain't ballet.
Yeah, but we could also talk about Ronda Rousey putting on the title. What do you think about that segment?
Man, that was wild.
Yeah, I wonder exactly where they're gonna go from here. And I wonder. I mean, I don't think Rousey's gonna face any criticism, but I wonder if there's gonna be any heat on anybody for those.
I would say, like, if you're a very old school, like, wrestling, like, purist, you would be, like, furious that she would put the belt down.
Why? You relinquished the title. It's not like she threw it in the garbage can.
I know.
I mean,
I personally thought it was cool.
I don't know why a quote-unquote wrestling purist would have a problem with it. I mean, again, it's not like they threw it in the garbage. They just gave up the title.
I like how they've been building this up, but I don't know how they're going to be able to keep it going till Mania.
I think that's the problem with the way WWE does their stuff from January to April. It's like the whole first quarter of the year, it doesn't matter.
It's almost like, I think, because when's Mania? The first weekend of April, right?
Yes, because it's the 7th, so that means, I guess, April starts on a Monday.
Let me check. Fire up the Google machine.
I mean, it's definitely the 7th. So,
oh, it is the 7th? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say I would keep Ronda off TV for a couple weeks.
That's not a bad idea.
Because it's this week is going to be March the 4th, which is, let's say, 4 weeks away. Something like that. 4 or 5 weeks. You know, you keep her off for a couple weeks. It's not going to really hurt anything, I don't think.
Yeah, they really want to highlight these as the main event.
Yeah, I gotcha.
They already have Brock not showing up every week.
Well, yeah, you got a point. Lance says he thinks the new writers they got are doing okay so far.
Yeah, I mean, for what Vince is allowing them to do, I have no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you, that just reminds me, thank you, Lance. They actually recently just hired another new writer. Did you hear about this?
No.
They hired Dana Warrior as someone to write backstage.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about this.
Apparently, it's for the girls.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works. You know, I mean, it's insight's insight.
I'm okay with them kind of thinking out the box and trying different things. I mean, what's the worst? You know, she's terrible and just say, well, it didn't work out.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel the same way. You never know where you're going to find somebody that you can find inspiration from for something like that. I truly believe that.
The one thing I will tell you, now that I think about it, WWE got me twice this week. I was not expecting Kevin Owens on SmackDown.
No, me neither. I think because a lot of people got very butthurt by the whole Kofi Kingston story.
I love it because then you know that they're doing it right.
Yeah, people like...
I saw your comment. You're like, it's a work. Relax.
I mean, like, you think that they're going to sit there and make that fucking awesome video that they made for him. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the whole, like, promotional, like, hype deal.
Yeah, the whole vignette that they gave him, and then all of a sudden, they're not gonna, like, they're just gonna kick him out. Like that.
Yeah, if anything, it means Kofi's gonna get his moment at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, and I said that to somebody, like a friend of mine. I said, you know, because he was all pissed off, and I'm like, because he's like, yeah, but then what if he only holds he goes from saying he wanted Kofi to hold the title for a month until Mania. I said, well, wouldn't you rather just hold it? You know, if he's only going to hold it for a month, wouldn't you rather have him hold it at Mania? Like win it at Mania? Like, I think that's
like the biggest show of the year?
Than a fucking stupid Fastlane.
Yeah, that's basically just a filler pay-per-view in between the Rumble and Mania.
Yeah. Their SmackDown set are going to be less disappointing than this pay-per-view is going to be. But yeah, I mean, I want to see him win the title at Mania. I don't know if they're going to do it, but I think that he deserves it, if anybody deserves it.
Yeah, that would be a cool kind of deal, you know, to cap off his career.
Yeah, I think there's very few people that can wholeheartedly say Kofi doesn't deserve it.
I agree with that. The one thing I noticed about Kevin, my God, he looks in fantastic shape.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, again, he's still got his gut.
Oh, absolutely. But
yeah,
he's
lean.
way leaner than before he left.
Yeah. I hope for good things from him. I was very, very surprised. It's like, that got me. That got me out of left field, because that's something I did not expect.
Yeah. The other thing that intrigued me was him using the stunner.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That could definitely mean that they want to have him uh, stay babyface.
I'm curious to see how he could pull it off.
What, the stunner?
No, a babyface, because we really haven't seen him as a good guy on the main roster.
No, that's true. And I think he's going to be. Because he does the babyface gimmick well.
Oh no, I agree with you. It's just we've never seen it.
Yeah, I think he'll get himself over. Being like just like a common, regular working guy that people can relate to.
Yeah, just a average dude.
A guy doing this for his family.
It'll be interesting. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and I think if anybody could pull it off, I think it's going to be him.
Yep, I totally agree with that. The other interesting thing was all the ink he got done while he was gone.
Yeah, yeah, his arm is fully decorated now.
He's turning into Randy Orton.
Yeah, it's still so weird to go back and see young Randy before the tattoos.
Isn't it?
It really is. That and that stupid fucking 90s haircut he had.
Oh, in the early 2000s, yeah.
The old AJ Styles haircut.
All right, here's some Impact news that you'll like to hear. They re-signed Falaba to a 2-year contract extension,
Nice. Good job, Falaba.
and Rosemary as well.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find the other one. There was a couple people that they announced it.
Yeah, I just saw one. Eddie Edwards, but was that a little while ago?
Yeah.
Sammy Callahan?
Yes, that's who it was. It was Sammy.
Okay. I'm trying to think of ones that I had seen recently.
Lance said Owens is the guy at the end of the bar that looks like nothing but will still kick your ass.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they want to portray him as.
And that's a cool deal.
Yeah, I mean, like, just be like a regular dude. And, I mean, like, I think that could go far with somebody like him. And the fact that people already, like, he already has a following. That he's just a fucking family guy.
Okay, and here's what you, this is just breaking because you told me this as we were getting ready to come on. Madison Rayne left Ring of Honor and signed a multi-year deal with Impact.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with her and Ring of Honor was, but apparently they're 6 months into it, I think, because she started in October. There was, like, I guess the marriage ended. They weren't happy with each other. And she just asked for her release. I think she just got her release yesterday.
Oh, wow. That was quick then.
Or yesterday's when I really started to hear about it.
Definitely. Let's see here. Here's some news for you. I haven't seen this one. WWE officially announced the signing of 5 new superstars that will compete on the NXT UK brand.
Yep, one of them being alpha female and the other one being primate.
Yes.
One is Ilya Dragunov.
Yes. Good job pronouncing that name, because I would have butchered it.
I had a friend with the last name Dragunov.
But I'm happy for alpha female. That's cool.
Yep. I mean, I'm happy for that. I got no issue with them signing. Oh, MB Priestley, was that the last?
Yes.
And there was one guy, I had no idea who the last guy was. But I figure 405 ain't bad, bro.
Oh, here's the other thing I wanted to bring up. Because I guess this week in WWE it was the week of the return. The Hardy Boys came back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and Matt looked like he was in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he looked really good.
So yeah, it was just a weird week in terms of the returns. Apparently, they have no idea what the fuck that they want to do for Mania. They have nothing planned right now for Cena, Undertaker. I don't even know if they have anything for AJ right now.
The last I had read, they wanted him to have him and Roman. Roman. Excuse me, him and Orton
Whom?
Styles.
Oh, that's possible. They could kind of build it up because they've all been kind of intertwined with the SmackDown World Title.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I don't know. I'm not really enthralled with anything Randy Orton. You know that.
Neither am I. I mean, I respect his talent. He's just very blah.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe him and AJ would be good.
I know Jericho said it on his podcast one time that it's almost like Orton gets bored because he can do it so effortlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, that Randy Orton does it better than anybody ever did it, and he doesn't have to even think about doing it.
Yeah, he doesn't have to try hard.
Yeah, I think I heard the same podcast where he'd go out there and bust his ass to do all the shit that Randy does without breaking a sweat.
Yeah, and he's just like, God damn it. Oh, here's, I don't know if you saw this. This has been in the news, which is sad for her because she's just a mess. Sonny was arrested again.
Yeah, I know, and it's funny because I always see her like commenting on like Kevin's stuff, and it's like it was like I seen her commenting, and like either later that day or 2 days later, I was like, she's in jail. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I just seen her posting on Facebook.
She had another DWI. From what I saw, the article said it was her 6th.
Jesus Christ.
I had a family member that did that, and they had to go to jail for 6 months.
She's already been in jail. Like, what do you do at this point?
I know. It's sad because I saw her. Excuse me. I'm trying to think when it was. It was in either December or January at a convention, and she looked good. It was when Big Cass had his seizure.
Oh, okay.
And I saw her there, and she looked like really healthy, but apparently she,
Have you heard anything else about Big Cass?
No, I haven't heard one word.
Speaking about Big Cass and the Shake, Rattle, and Roll, Honky Tonk Man.
I kind of popped for that.
What happened?
I popped for him being in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, it's kind of awful that when you said seizure, I thought about the shakes, and then I thought about the Shake, Rattle, and Roll as a finishing move.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, I laugh at things. The guy didn't die.
I've heard worse, though, but yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine and I came up with a whole moveset based off of it. The shaky leg drop.
Yeah, but I think Honky should have been in a while ago.
Yeah, I'm more interested in like the British Bulldog, Owen Hart.
Pillman.
Maybe? I don't know. Pillman didn't really mean much to me.
I agree with your sentiment. There's a lot of guys that should be in.
But look, I won't say somebody doesn't deserve to be in because fucking Coco Beware is in the Hall of Fame, so.
And others like Drew Carey and...
Well, I gotta say the celebrity wing. They're not in as active competitors. It's a celebrity wing.
Yeah, I'm okay with if it's a celebrity deal. Yeah.
I mean, like Andrew Carey was in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I mean, you really can't say a lot of celebrities that are non-wrestlers who are in the Royal Rumble.
No, I think Pete Rose maybe was once.
Yeah, I think that may be it. I mean, and granted, he didn't get involved whatsoever, but I put him in the celebrity wing for that. Plus, I mean, like at the time he went in, I think he had just started on Price is Right, so there was a lot of
A lot of hype.
yeah, people are already talking about him. So WWE just capitalized on his already surging popularity for the time. But I'm completely cool with the celebrity wing because if it wasn't for celebrities, there wouldn't be a WrestleMania.
No, because it was a mix of both.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder
And
who else is going to go in this year.
um, I really don't know. I mean, I'm so happy for China. I really wish she could have gone in by herself, but look, she's in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, if this is how it has to be, then so be it.
Yeah, I mean, like this caught me so off guard. Like I'm so happy, for just her memory. Like, whatever the reason is why it took so long for this to happen. It's
At
who
least it's
cares?
happening.
Yeah, and I don't think that like I think she deserves so much. But it's if this is all she gets, then at least she gets this. I don't know. I think that the fucking Battle Royal at WrestleMania should be named after her, seeing that she's the only woman, or the first woman, to be in both the men's and the women's Royal Rumble.
That'd be kind of cool.
But they gave it to fucking Moolah, and then they had to change it to the WrestleMania Women's
Yeah,
Royal
because
Rumble.
after all that
Battle Royal.
shit came out about Moolah,
But, yeah.
that everybody's known forever that nobody wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, that bit them in the ass. They had a perfect opportunity right then and there to do something for China.
Lance is saying he thinks Cyndi Lauper should be in as the celebrity or Pete Rose.
Pete Rose is in.
Did he already get in?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, I was pretty sure Cyndi Lauper was in there, too.
Okay, and then the other person he put is Taz.
Fuck Taz.
I was waiting for it.
Taz.
I'd rather have Bam Bam personally.
I don't know. I'm be frank.
But they
I think Bam Bam's like Coco Beware. Like, did he ever win a title anywhere other, like, what did he ever do?
I hear you. Well, because I think it's more so, and correct me if I'm wrong, they usually have one person get inducted that's local to the area that they're in for that year's Mania.
I don't think so. Who was from Louisiana last year?
I'm going to have to look it up.
I just think when it happens to coincide with somebody, they do it. But I don't think that they go and they look for somebody specifically. Like, I think Coco Beware, I just think was because he happened to be some random fucking character in a video game or some shit. Like, that's really why he went in that year. Like, I forget what exactly it was, but it was really very little to do with his what he contributed to wrestling.
Yeah. Because they're starting to run out of names.
Is Rick Rude in there? Did he finally make it in?
I'm pretty sure he did. He
Yeah,
was
they were
in. Yeah, he was in 2017.
Okay, so very recent. Yeah, because there were a number of guys For a while, I was like, I can't believe that ads are not in there. And I know Bulldog is definitely one of those guys. I understand Owen Hart situation. Like, I don't blame WWE for that.
Yeah, that's a really tricky one.
Um, but I don't know.
I just wish they could put like the Hart Foundation in all of them together, so then you could be like, okay, they're in. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I don't
think
think they'd be allowed to even.
that's what I was gonna say. I don't think they'd be allowed.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they'd be allowed to mention him by name.
Which sucks. But I understand why.
Well, I understand WWE's position. I don't understand Martha's.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I understand WWE's position.
Especially when she wasn't even part of the wrestling. Like, bitch, you're not even part of the wrestling.
Well, and like from everything I've heard from the other Hart family members in like interviews, they've never even seen like Owen Hart's kids after the settlement.
Well, you know, for their own thing. I'm sure the kids are old enough now that they
They
can
could
go.
decide themselves now. They're all grown. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they haven't, then, that's more on them than their mother. I mean, granted, who knows
Yeah,
what
I know.
like,
That's
but
just a sad deal.
in this day and age, when you could just Google things, I don't know how much the mother could hide the truth. You know what I mean? Like how much she could distort the truth if she wanted to. If there
No,
was
I know
something.
what you're saying.
I mean, like, I'd like for that to be resolved, but I
I do
think,
too. I wish like everybody could kind of. I don't know if you would call it bury the hatchet, but you know what I mean. Just everything gets settled somehow.
yeah, I don't think WWE should get credit for putting in China though, because she fucking belongs there more than anybody else. I don't think they should be credited with anything. I don't think they
Yes.
should be credited with being big enough people to look over the fact that Triple H treated her like shit when they were together by leaving her for Stephanie. In like
Yeah,
most of these
and that's
situations,
what basically.
China was such a victim.
Yeah, and basically started the whole like thing with her where it snowballed.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him for everything, but I'd say he had a good part in how fucked up her life turned out.
Oh, definitely.
And I'd like to see anybody try to show anything to disprove that, because he, like, if that was any of us, that would fuck us up.
Oh, 100%.
So I mean, I've always
Especially if
been
it was,
Team China.
you're with the person you care about the most and it's your dream job, wrestling, and then within what, a year, a little more than a year, both of them are gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can understand her point of view on a lot of things. But like it's just sad where she ended up with. I mean, like where she ended up.
Definitely. Did you read this stuff about Seth Rollins that he's still not cleared to wrestle?
Yes. And that's why he took very limited bumps the other day.
Yeah, because apparently it's a back injury that's
Yeah.
bothering him.
Yeah. His has been a back injury, and that's why he didn't work anything at Elimination Chamber.
And that's never good when you're in wrestling, you get back issues.
No, I agree.
Did you think it was weird? This just reminded me of this. Did you think it was weird that Ambrose didn't come out when Seth did with Roman?
No. No, because that was his call. And apparently he was very emotional over it in the back.
Yeah, because
He wanted to do it
initially
the
I was like,
first
well,
way.
why didn't he come out? And then I read that, and I was like, okay, well, then that makes sense. Let the guy do his thing.
I mean, even without that, I every indication is that there is something that we all deal with in different ways. It could be something he just didn't want to do as part of his job. He
Yeah.
didn't, which, bro, I'm so cool with that. Like, I think that people get asked way too much of, at times as wrestlers. They have the time. So, I mean, I could understand why he wouldn't want to come out. And I actually thought that it made sense because, yes, he's, lately he's been kind of goofy again. But he's some awful things when Roman first went out with the cancer.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I agree with that. All right, before we get out of here for tonight, you got any plans this weekend?
Yeah, apparently I get to clean my house from top to bottom.
You can come do mine
Whoa,
next.
fuck you. You could do your own. I'm bad enough I gotta do mine. But yeah, no, we're just cleaning and I guess start making sure we have everything all ready to go away at the end of the month.
With the
How about
what?
you? To make sure we have everything so we can get ready to go away at the end of the month.
Oh, okay. I all I heard was something. I couldn't make out what you said. I forgot.
Okay.
That's coming up quick.
Yep.
Are you excited?
I'm starting to be.
Yeah, how long is it?
We'll be gone like 9 or 10 days.
Nice.
Maybe longer. I think we're leaving on the 30th. I'm coming back a couple days, maybe the 9th.
Which places are you seeing?
Two places in Mexico and one in Belize.
That's cool.
Yep, and we're leaving out of New Orleans, so.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I've never been.
Me neither. It'll be the first time. So, I look forward to it.
Yeah, nothing really exciting tomorrow that I can think of, but then I got to take little man to a birthday party on Sunday.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. We're going to Tremonts. We know them through wrestling, so the kid wanted a wrestling birthday party, so they get to get in the ring and run around and shit like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, now I gotta go and see, because I hate and this isn't just for kids. I hate getting gifts for people because I never know what to buy.
Okay.
So I messaged. I know the girl. I messaged the kid's mom, and I was like, "Can I just get this kid like a gift card or like money?" Because I was like, at 11, I was like, usually I just wanted either money or like a gift card so I could go buy my own shit.
That's what they say.
They're like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, okay, I feel better now.
There you go.
Just because I suck at like buying gifts.
Okay.
So I always just try to get money or gift cards. I never know what people want.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourself.
It should be fun because we're just gonna watch the kids probably beat up some of the trainees.
There you go. Well, I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah, better than sitting at home not doing anything, you know?
Yep. That'll be me Sunday, playing video games and doing my puzzle.
Lance said get the kid a 6-pack of light beer.
There you go.
He's 11, so he said we'll work him in slowly.
There you go. Take your time, one at a time.
Yeah, I'll tell his mom that when I see her on Sunday. She'll get a kick out of it.
All right, you do that.
That's a good one. But on that note, we're going to get out of here for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff, and we'll see you back next week. Have a good night, everybody.